It is a crisp, cool fall afternoon, and we've got football from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He's definitely one of the best defensive tackles in the game. He's been a Pro Bowler the last 5 years running. When you run against Fletcher Cox, good luck.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
57. Mike, 57. Let's go tight end. Let's go right here now. You go tight. You got tight.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Rashard Higgins. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Here we go. Back two, Mike back two. Check pass.
From the gun, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return is Scott. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Their own 20-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The Eagle ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Wentz to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Philadelphia.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts fumbles it. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Second and short now following the fumble.
56 the mark, boy, 56.
Boston Scott, his 1st carry. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Let's go.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Mayfield down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A beautiful fake. Well, 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Covered by Denzel Ward.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. They'll run. It's Sanders. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
It's a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it, and to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Alert, 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 alert. I smell fear in that offense. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Man out.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Number 24.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing, Mayfield, and it's complete. Hooper, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They run. Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
3rd down and 13.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Now Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. They had a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. So after the INT, here's Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend. They're able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Quick throw outlined by Wentz. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
On the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Wentz. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
4th down.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This will be a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
57 a mile. 57 a mile. Check pass. Check pass.
Mayfield looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Scott to return it. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Wentz now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Eagles.
Dancing to his left. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Boston Scott His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Eagles 10, Browns nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
47's the mark, boy. 47. Check, 47. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's Mayfield. Going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Kill.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down.
Good job.
For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And again, it's Mayfield. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. So that'll back him up 5. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Mayfield with it once more. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Complete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Wentz. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but now it's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Wentz now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Let's go, Heavy. What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
To throw, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was trying to go back to Beckham there. And now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Final play of the half. Mayfield going deep here for Landry. It's caught inside the 25.
We got plenty of fight, baby.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possession.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Browns. And this one will be brought back to the 22. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Taken down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will knot us up at 10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? When they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. He's going to let this go deep for... It got his man complete. The 30.
This is my
the 20.
baby.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 81 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by them. And once he's by them, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Javon Hargrave able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the gun, Mayfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Nickel Roby-Coleman up to make the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Chubb. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Brought down by Nate Gary.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check, 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 check. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. King. Check 49. Check 49. Mike, Mike.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
And the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll start with a quick throw complete out to the right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
A gain of 30.
That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He had the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. And now off to the races. Down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Eagles 24, Browns 17. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Line 52, line 52. You must be dreaming.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Results.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A quick throw there out to Jeffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
To Alshon Jeffrey.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Sanders. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. To throw is Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield looks to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Browns on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Is a turnover on downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Let's get there. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Wentz. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper.
Mayfield's pass.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. I hope you brought your refs because I'm about to take it.
Play fake. Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. You've got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to look deep here for Ward. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Looks for Beckham again. This time he finds him. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Mayfield to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Where's 52? Block 52. 52's the mic. King. 52's the mic.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Giving 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
To the 49-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And he comes back with 1 complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Eagles 31, Browns 24.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A yard at the 34-yard line.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Philadelphia.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Sanders. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Jake Elliott on for the
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Regular. Let's see it.
They'll try to run with hope. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it. So
here we go. 45 ticks to play, and it's all going to come down to this onside kick. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
And it's third down. Today's final score.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Philadelphia, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.